Okay, it's 5 o'clock. I'd like to call the City of Cumming Planning and Zoning meeting to order. Today is July the 19th. Make a motion that we adopt the agenda.
Second.
Everybody vote. So moved. Motion that we approve the June 21st meeting minutes. Everybody
Second.
vote. Okay. Any old business?
No, sir.
New business, comprehensive plan. Oh,
We'll move that one.
got it. We're moving that one. Jerry's running late. Item number 2, PUD multifamily zoning condition amendment public hearing.
Before we open the hearing, Mr. Chairman, I'll handle this. Well, we have a planned unit development project, the Foundry at Mashburn Village, has requested to amend their respective zoning conditions to allow for a discounted rate for some of their residential units to law enforcement officers. There's an attached letter in your packet on that. I will note, council had asked me to note that this reduction only applies to their apartment units, does not apply to their townhome residential units. But they happen, we were ready to open the public hearing on it if you're ready.
Make a motion, we open the public hearing. Is there anybody here to speak?
Yep, let's get a second for it.
Second.
You got a second?
All right.
Is there anybody here to speak? Okay.
Sean Courtney with Lipscomb Johnson on behalf of the project. We're agreeable to the condition. We'd be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
Any questions from the board?
About anybody else to speak?
Is there anybody else to speak? Okay. I'm going to make a motion, we close the public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote. Okay. Item number 2, Bernadette's Hair
I want to
Salon.
make,
Huh?
we'll make a recommendation to send it on to the,
Oh, sorry, my bad. Filling in for Mr. Webb. He's a little bit better than I am on these. So I'm going to make a recommendation that we send item number 2, the PUD multifamily zoning condition amendment to the council for approval. Do I have a second?
Second.
Everybody vote.
okay, thank you.
All right. Item number 3, Bernadette's Hair Salon Cup number 202-2181, public hearing. Make a motion, we open the public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote. Anybody here to speak for this or against?
Sean Courtney with Lipscomb Johnson on behalf of Bernadette's Hair Salon. This is a cup for a hair salon in an existing house located off of Highway 9. There's 4 conditions in the staff report that we're agreeable to, and we'd be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Anybody else here to speak for or against? Make a motion, we close the public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote.
I'll read the staff report.
Scott, do we have a staff report?
Yes, sir. The property owners made application to proper authorities for a conditional use permit to operate a personal service establishment, a hair salon in the Office of Professional Zoning District. As part of the CUP request, the owner has requested a variance to allow 6 off-street parking spaces above the maximum for a total of 17 spaces. The existing curb cut will be utilized for ingress, egress to the business. Staff recommends approval of the CUP with the following 4 conditions. Number 1, parking spaces must be marked a minimum of 9 feet wide by 18 feet long, including providing 1 marked handicap space, which meets ADA dimensional requirements. Condition number 2, hours of operation shall be Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Condition number 3, all existing landscape areas that remain as is at a minimum. And condition number 4, any future ADA building code, life safety, or egress changes must be approved and permitted by the Cumming Department of Planning and Zoning, the County Fire Marshal, and the Georgia DOT respectively. I'll be happy to answer any questions if you have any before we take the vote.
Any questions from the board?
None.
Okay. So I make a motion that we send CUP number 202-2181 to the City Council for approval based on the conditions outlined in Scott's report.
Second.
Second, everybody vote.
Okay.
Okay. Item number 3, Anthony's Austin, annexation 202-2192. Make a motion that we open a public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote. Anybody here to speak on this one? Okay.
I'm the next one on the list. My name's Jan
Okay.
Allen. Tony's out of town, Anthony's out of town, and so I'm here kind of representing both of us.
Gotcha.
Our pieces of property are a peninsula sticking out as county. I have city on all sides of me except one side. If there's an emergency, it's got to be confusing for other people trying to find which lot would be in the city and which lot is not, going down a street, being one of two that are in the city. And so we're trying to get annexed into the city. School is behind me, city property. Tony goes in or Anthony goes in, then it's on 3 sides of me. So I'm the last one on the block to form a big rectangle for the county or for the city, either way. And so we're asking to, I guess, be put into the city.
Okay. Okay. Any questions from the board?
Anyone else will speak?
All right. Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else speak for or against this annexation? I'm going to make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote. Scott, do you have a staff report on this?
Yes, sir. Get that one here. The property owners made application of property authorities to annex and rezone 0.99 acres more or less from county R1R single-family residential to city R1 single-family residential for the purpose of maintaining a private single-family residence. The owner will continue to occupy this residence with no plans for any additions or changes to the structure. The city's future land use map shows R1 up to 1.5 units per acre on adjacent properties. Therefore, this annexation and rezoning is in conformance with the city's comprehensive plan. Forsyth County has acknowledged receipt of the annexation request and is reviewing. That letter is enclosed in your packet. Staff recommends approval of the annexation with the following 2 conditions. Any additions or improvements to the structure of property must be approved and permitted by the Department of Planning and Zoning. And condition number 2, written approval of the proposed annexation must be received from the county prior to the public hearing before the mayor and council. I'll be happy to answer any questions before you vote.
Any questions from the board? Okay. I'm going to make a motion that we send annexation 202-2192 to the city council for vote based on the conditions outlined in Scott's report.
Second.
Everybody vote.
Thank you.
All right, item number
4.
4, we have Jan Allen annexation 202-2194. I'm going to make a motion that we open a public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote. Is anyone here to speak for or against this annexation? Back again? Okay, good. Go ahead if you. That'd be fine.
My name's Jan Allen. Wishing to be annexed into the city for reasons I had stated previously. And if there's any other questions, I'll
Okay,
be more than happy to answer them.
got you. Same idea. Understood.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, is there anybody here to speak against or for? Okay, Scott, do we have a staff report?
Close the public hearing.
Oh, excuse me, we need to close the public hearing, make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote.
Yes, sir. Staff report.
Yes.
Property owners made application to the property authorities to annex and rezone 1.35 acres more or less from county R1R single-family residential to city R1 single-family residential for the purpose of maintaining a private single-family residence. The owner will continue to occupy the residence, no plans for any additions or changes to the structure. City's future land use map shows R1 on adjacent properties, therefore this annexation rezoning is in conformance with the city's comprehensive plan. Forsyth County has acknowledged receipt of the annexation and is reviewing. Staff recommends approval of this annexation request with the following two conditions. Number one, any additions or improvements to the structure and property must be approved and permitted by the Department of Planning and Zoning. And number two, written approval of the proposed annexation must be received from the county prior to the public hearing before the mayor and council. Questions?
Any questions from the board? No, sir.
Want to vote?
All right, I'm going to make a motion that we send annexation 202-2194 to the city council for approval. You get a second?
Second.
Everybody vote.
Thank you. I'll handle the last one if you want to make a note on that.
Okay, last item, you're gonna speak for Jerry?
Yes, this is on the comprehensive plan. As you know, given your involvement on the steering committee, the city's in the final stages of updating this comprehensive plan. A final public hearing is scheduled to seek input on the plan. Jerry has enclosed a memo in your packet on the update. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to ask for y'all's approval, council's approval, and then we're going to submit the draft plan to the Georgia Department of Community Affairs and the Atlanta Regional Commission, along with the capital improvements element. We're going to ask them to review that. We expect to get comments back probably in August, and at that point we'll address any comments that the regional or state people have, and then we will turn around and ask the council to officially adopt and transmit the plan, probably at their September meeting.
Okay. Is there any action we need to take tonight?
We do have to actually open a public hearing and seek any input that anybody may have on the draft plan.
Okay, all right. So we're going to open up a public hearing on the comprehensive plan update.
Second.
Everybody vote. Is there anybody here that would like to speak on the comprehensive plan update? No? Okay. I'm going to make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Everybody vote. Okay. Jeff, any announcements?
No, sir.
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
Everybody vote.
Thank you.